Hi friends, it's Nick here. I'm at the beach. I can't believe that it's this beautiful out. I know fall is, first day of autumn is around the corner, but you wouldn't know it here today in Victoria. Beautiful sunny day. I'm on the beach. I just got back from Calgary, so I needed a beach fix, even if it's just a quick one. And while I was in Calgary, something came up that I thought might be worth sharing with each of you. So forgive the squinting, but it's bright. So while I was away, confessions of a yoga teacher, I hardly practiced at all. Not because I didn't want to, not because I decided not to, not because I didn't have the time or the props or the space. I had all of those things, and yet I didn't practice. I went to one yoga class, which was mediocre at best, but otherwise I didn't practice. And by practice I mean formally. I didn't do any asana. I also didn't sit and meditate, which is unusual. So I came home and I was thinking about that. I said, why didn't I do those things? When I know that my yoga practice is so helpful for me, not only for myself, my own grounding, my own anxiety, my own mental, physical, emotional health, but also in the capacity that it creates in me to be resilient and to be present for my students, for my loved ones, for my friends, for my family. So why didn't I practice? I'm sure some of you can relate. Maybe you're on a yoga break right now. It's possible. Or maybe you've taken one in the past and then come back to practicing. So the question is, why do we not do the things that we know are so good for us and that make us so happy and content? Why do we not do them? If we were to take it out of the yoga spectrum, for example, why? I'll use one of my examples. Why don't I drink as much water as I should? I don't like the taste of water, so that's part of it. But I have these wonderful concoctions I make with lemon and ginger and things like that. So on a day where I don't drink as much water as I should for my health, why is that? I have a theory. And my theory is that if it's not part of our routine, if it's not scheduled, then it doesn't happen. We get busy with all the things, right? All the life stuff, right? All the things that we have to do. We have to work, we have to clean our house, we have to take care of other people, perhaps, if you're a parent or taking care of your parents. So we have to do all of those things. And so if we don't actually slot out the time for these self-care practices that we know are so helpful, whether it be yoga or meditation or going for a walk or, in my case, drinking water, then they don't happen because we're too busy to remember to do it. So here's a little life hack for you. Put it in your schedule. And I know right now you're probably thinking, yeah, schedule time. But I don't mean make the time. I don't mean prioritize the time. I mean actually put it in your schedule. Pull out your agenda, whether it's digital or paper. Look through your week, your day, and put it in writing. If you think you're going to forget, put a little alert attached to it. Need a little bing or a ding or a reminder. So the reason that I didn't practice yoga while I was away is because I was out of my routine. And my routine is to do it at a specific time of day. And my times of day were all off kilter between time changes and visiting friends and family and all the things. I didn't have it scheduled, so it didn't happen. And I regret it. Because by the 7th day there, I was feeling a little bit like this introvert needed some self-care and some quiet time, which I could have been scheduled in the whole time, but I didn't schedule it, so it didn't happen. So I hope that this inspires you to put some of your wellness routine in your schedule. So if you are looking to do some more yoga and you think that putting it in your schedule will be helpful, then you could just schedule the time and do some yoga. Or a lot of my students find it's helpful when they have a weekly registered class that they sign up for. So my registered series are 12 weeks long. And when they sign up for that, they just know on Wednesday at this time, this is what I do. Tuesday at this time, this is what I do. And so it happens because they've got it scheduled. It's the same day, the same day of the week, the same time. It's part of their routine. It's in their agenda. And so it happens. So that's one way you can do it. You can join some of my Zoom classes if you've been needing to add some more yoga, but feeling kind of like you don't really remember to do it. That might be a way to do it. Another thing you could do if my Zoom class schedule just doesn't work for you, you do get the recording, which you have for 5 days. So if you have to miss one or two because, life, you still have a chance to practice. But if you look at my schedule and you're just like, no, none of those work for me, I also have an on-demand video library, which is just a monthly fee and means you can access, I think I've got about 30 different classes and meditations, different lengths, different styles in there so that you can practice at the time that works for you. I would still recommend pulling out your agenda and putting it in your schedule if that's the option you choose, because signing up for that and then just thinking you're going to remember to practice, I guarantee you're not going to remember to practice. So where in our lives can we put these routines? And I know that those of you that have children are thinking, I don't have time, I have kids, la la la. Sorry, not the case. Now, if you're a single mom of more than one child that is under 5, please just ignore what I said and you just do what you can do. But for the rest of you who are saying right now, especially you moms, because you always put yourself last, if you're saying, oh, I can't between family time and the kids and all the things, not true. You just either don't value it enough, the yoga, the whatever, you don't value your own self-care enough, or you haven't found a way to put it in your schedule so that it actually can happen. And I know this because I have many moms in my classes, and they find a way. So especially if you have a partner, there is a way. That's probably a rant for a whole other video that I'll do some other time. But I just wanted to tell you, if you feel like you've fallen off your yoga practice, you're feeling kind of bad, if you're shooting all over yourself over that, just stop. It's okay. I just took 10 days where I only practiced twice. And I've been doing this for years. And it's my livelihood, so it happens. But how we keep it from happening on a long-term basis is we schedule the time to make the things happen. That's how we do it. So if you want some more information about my Zoom classes, you can just click the link in my bio or below this video. If that would be a good thing for you, if you think having a specific day and time and a community of other like-minded folks would help you to commit to practice, please check that out. If your schedule's just not going to work with mine, again, I'll put a link below. Or if you're watching this on Instagram, it's in my bio for my on-demand video library. Either way, good ways to practice. And again, if you are going to do that on-demand video library, make sure you pull out your calendar and actually put in some days and times so that it actually happens. Maybe with reminders until you get used to the routine of the practice. All right, friends, I hope you're doing well wherever you are. I'm going to give you a quick shot of the beach before I say goodbye, because who doesn't love a little Pacific Northwest beauty? All right. This was my quick beach break. I'll take another 5 minutes and then head back home. I hope you are well. I'd love to see you in Zoom or in the membership if it's a good fit. All right.